Barack Obama and Raul Castro have shaken hands and are set for a one-on-one meeting. Now, it's an unprecedented level of interaction between the leaders of the United States and Cuba in over half a century. They're both attending the Summit of the Americas in Panama and are expected to further seal their country's historic thaw. But the Cuban leader wasn't the only one getting President Obama's smiles and handshakes.
Thank you.
Well, the charm offensive's proving to be a bit exhausting, though, it seems. Halfway through day one of the summit, at a panel with other regional leaders, Barack Obama appeared to be fighting a bout of drowsiness, occasionally rubbing his eyes in order to keep going. Well, if Washington is trying to boost its ties with the region, there's some tough negotiating ahead. Barely a fortnight ago, the Secretary-General of the Union of South American Nations said Latin states should seek a new agenda in relations with Washington, and that would include closing all US military bases in South America. Well, those remnants of the Cold War era, as Ernesto Samper called them, are scattered right across the region. Washington says it's part of the war on narcotics, but regional expert Eva Gollinger says there's more to it than that, and the US won't give up the bases without a fight.
Obviously, it's very difficult to have peace and stability in your region when you've got foreign military bases, and a significant number of those that on different occasions throughout, history and recent history, those bases have been used to invade countries in the region, impose dictatorships, execute regime change, coup d'etats, things like that. The U.S. is not just going to pick up and leave. These are important geopolitical military bases, and the Pentagon and through its Southern Command invests a lot in them every year. And in fact, the U.S. is in the middle of expanding its military presence through sort of smaller operating bases. But I think it's very important that Latin America take its stance and that they put this out there. The region has the right to kick out the U.S. military bases. The question is, will they unite around that cause, and will they, have the power to be able to do that?
Well, there is at least one Latin American country that's already seeking to get rid of the US military, but for much more than geopolitical reasons. Now, a report ordered by the Colombian government says that over the years, American military personnel stationed there have committed an array of sexual abuses. Now, in most cases, the crimes went unpunished. Among the most shocking allegations in the report, 53 youngsters were apparently raped by private security contractors who allegedly filmed the attacks and then sold them as child pornography. The US authorities say they are looking into those accusations. A former US Air Force lieutenant colonel told us that it's unlikely the victims will see justice.
We've had legal problems wherever we have our bases overseas. We have agreements with the local governments. Most often, in almost all cases, the local governments divest themselves of the justice for these soldiers or for their own people. They basically defer to the United States military justice system to keep the soldiers in line, to punish them when they step out of line and commit crimes in the local community. The people really need to make sure that doesn't happen, because if it does happen, it will come with the exact same judicial protections for American soldiers that you're seeing now.